Hey guys, welcome back. In this episode, I'm going to be experimenting with how to wash my newly wrapped Porsche 911 991. But first, we've got to go out and get it dirty. So let's go do that. Can't get over that noise. So, contrary to popular belief, Porsches don't melt in the rain. You can drive them in the rain. I'm not entirely sure if I would be as confident talking about my wrap. Today is the first day I'm really getting out and driving in the wrap. Driving with my wrap on. You know what I mean. But I've spent quite a bit of time in the garage over the past couple of days, standing in my garage, staring at my car with my kids. Luke and Adam have probably been in this car more than I have at this point. But you know, at some point I'm gonna need to clean it. And what better way than taking it out? Jesus, can you see the bumps on this road? Minnesota, sort out your roads, please. I'm in a foolish mood today, can you tell? So yeah, at some point I'm going to need to clean my car. And I really don't know the first thing about cleaning cars, as you will have seen in a recent video I did where I talked about my sort of bog standard, super cheapo, but relatively straightforward and safe way to wash your car in the winter. I'm going to need to clean the wrap, and I'm going to need some specialist products, and I'm going to need to experiment. So in this video, I'm experimenting, and I'm going to start by getting it dirty. So what better way to get my car dirty than take it on a 15-20 mile drive to Porsche of Minneapolis? Let's go. Chris is in today, he's working. He isn't under quarantine at home. I imagine it's going to be relatively quiet, but I'm going to drive there. I'm going to get the car wet, try and get it a little bit dirty, take it home, and then tonight, after the kiddos go to bed, we're going to be experimenting. And I've got a couple of different things to experiment on. Keep your eyes on the road, James. Okay, I've lost it. No, I found it. Print Lab were very kind enough to give me a roll, some of the leftovers of the wrap. So I'm going to be testing out a couple of different products on this first, and then I'm actually going to clean the car directly. And I've got some Chemical Guys. Chemical Brothers is the band. Chemical Guys is the manufacturer. I've got Chemical Guys products, and I've got some products from Larry at Ammo NYC. Hold that thought. Ow! Grip and rip, baby. Oh, I just can't get enough of that. Anyway, yeah, I've got some Chemical Guys products, and I've got some Ammo NYC. I'm gonna give Ammo a go first, Larry's products, because he's a fellow YouTuber. I really like his channel, and he gives me a lot of confidence. He really seems to know what he's talking about, and clearly he gets great results. I've watched one video from the Chemical Guys website, and it's on YouTube, and it's pretty good, pretty straightforward. But honestly, guys, wasn't very exciting, wasn't very sort of engaging, and I think your product's probably going to be awesome, but I'm excited to try Larry's first. So Ammo NYC, let's give it a go.
Hey guys, so I'm back in the garage. So after a couple of hours driving in the rainstorm the other day, and then 4 or 5 hours driving around sort of northern Minneapolis and into Wisconsin today with the Porsches and Pancakes group, I'm hoping that there's some dirt to clean off the car. I don't think I've ever tried as hard to get a car dirty without taking it off-road to just fail miserably, because it still looks pretty clean. But if we go around, you will see that there is some dust, there is some dirt around it, having been on the road for a couple of hours. So I'm now going to go through and test out my first ever wash with this car. And I'm using 3 products that I bought from Ammo NYC. That's Larry Kazilla? Anyway, Larry at Ammo NYC. Bought some products from him. I've got a super foamy waterless wash that I'm going to start with. I then have a hydrating kind of moisturizing liquid for the wrap itself, and then once I've worked that into the surface, I then have a final product to put on, which essentially I need to learn more about this. But it essentially builds up in layers, kind of like a wax for a paint job. You essentially put it on the surface to protect the surface, and you let it cure for 10-15 minutes, and then you can do it again and again. And I think it's like an enamel-based sort of solution. You put on yourself, and it kind of just helps protect the wrap. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do. As much as I like my car being clean, I want the wrap to stay flexible, and so that it lasts for as long as possible. So let's go take a look at the products, and then I'm just going to start getting wet and dirty. So I have a variety of different microfiber towels. I've got the waffle weave, which I'm going to use with the froth hoseless lift. And then I've got these sort of deeper piles as I start moving on to putting on the paint moisturizer, or the wrap moisturizer, and the reboot enamel. So these are the 3 products that I got from Ammo NYC. Larry was very kind actually to recommend these to me personally, and sent me an email with some instructions on how to use them. And of course the instructions are on the bottle as well. The first one is this frothy hoseless lift. So that's going to be my waterless wash. After that, I'm going to be putting on this Hydrate Paint Moisturizer. And this is, essentially going to help keep the vinyl in good order. And then to finish it off, once the car is completely dry, this reboot enamel, which it looks like I managed to squish. The bottle should be, the bottle shouldn't look like that. But anyway, this is the reboot enamel coat, and this is the one that you can put up in layers, and it builds up and it builds up. So it's designed here, it says, to add 2 to 3 months of clear coat protection in between other applications. So Ammo Skin is another product that actually I have coming, it hasn't arrived yet. So this is great. This is going to, ultimately give the final layer of protection. And then inside here, using 1 ounce of this frothless wash for every 20 fluid ounces of water. So I've got 2 ounces in 40 fluid ounces of water. I've got this this hose bottle that I bought from Ammo as well. You essentially build up the pressure after you give it a shake, push the button, and out jets the foam, hopefully. And then if you want to open it up, you can release the pressure. So that's going to be kind of fun. So I'm going to put that on first. I'm then going to wipe it down. I'm then going to put on the products. I haven't got any buckets with me today, and I also don't want to be using a whole lot of water because it's still relatively cold here in the Twin Cities. Whoops, got the camera going the wrong way. And as much as I'm expecting and hoping for what moisture does go on the floor to drain out of the garage or evaporate, I don't want huge amounts of water going onto my driveway and freezing so that we slip. You know, the beauty of living in the Twin Cities in the winter. So let's get it on. Okay, first off, giving it some with the, let's give it some with the pump. Let me just start off by saying, that was too much fun. That was awesome. Do you need anything hosing down? I'm on it. That was loads of fun. So, from what I've researched online, I should be starting, well, people have got so many different opinions. You start at the top and you work your way down, you start at the back and you work your way forward. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Top, back, and then forward. Whatever. Now, I'm not an expert, of course, and I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following the advice from, a bunch of people I've seen online. So one of the things I'd love for anybody watching this video is feedback. How do you wash your 911? How do you wash your own car, whatever it is that you drive? Especially if you don't have a hose because it's the winter, blah, blah, blah. Let me know. Let's get to it. So far so good, but a couple of things. One, I maybe should have hosed the car down in portions, in sections. And I'm trying really hard to keep the towel sort of folded into, into squares. So that, I only use a piece of the towel for one sort of panel and then I fold it over and make sure that I'm not then carrying dirt onto the next panel. So I think that's the right thing to do. But I'm learning as I go. So let's keep on going. Okay, so that's the first part of the job done using the froth washless, waterless wash. It comes off pretty well. It's pretty thick and goopy, almost like shaving cream. Now the bottle says I don't need to rinse it. I'm kind of tempted to rinse it down, but I'm just gonna follow the instructions on the bottle. Let's go take a look and see what the exterior looks like right now, and then we'll keep going. Yeah, so you can get a pretty good sense of what the surface looks like, hopefully. You can see in just some of the creases, there's still a little bit more moisture and foam that I need to get out. But generally speaking, just that once over has done a really good job of taking off the dirt. And although I can see a line there where I maybe just missed a bit. So I'll come back over it again. But you see nice and clean. Oh, a little bit more moisture there I need to get before I put the next coat on. But yeah, it's looking really nice. Now, one thing I've noticed actually is that my emblems are too close together, and that's not Print Lab of Lakeville's fault, that's my fault for not measuring it properly. So I'm gonna redo these emblems. The 911 is fine, but the letters are essentially as far apart as they are wide. and I've only done half the letter width, not the full letter width. So stood next to a couple of my friends' cars today, you could tell. And I didn't notice until I put the 911s next together, and now you can tell. But you know, there you go, there's the surface, nice and clean after the waterless wash. A few more things I need to just catch up quickly, but then we can move on to the next stage, which is this Hydrate paint moisturizer. Let's get it on. Okay, so here we are with the Ammo Hydrate. And on the back it says that you can use this on a wet or a dry car, after a foam wash or a frothy hoseless wash. Shake, spray onto a damp towel or directly onto the paint. There's a warning that it might be thick or goopy, and just move it in straight lines. And if there's any streaking, it's because I've put too much on. So I'm gonna start with just a little bit and then go from there. Okay, so last but not least, the Reboot enamel coat, the final coat that you can leave for 10-15 minutes and reapply, and it builds up a nice layer. Gives you 2 to 3 months of can't talk. 2 to 3 months of clear coat protection. Layerable, use it with your weekly washes, build up a protective water sheeting barrier. Made for people who care about the way their car looks, I guess. All right, so make sure the paint is clean and dry. It is. Shake the bottle. Spray directly onto the paint, spread evenly and buff dry, and then allow 5 to 10 minutes to cure. So I'm only gonna do 1 layer today. But yeah, spray it on and then spread evenly and buff dry. So I've got these slightly longer weave towels now, folding it up just like I have been doing with the other one. So I'm only using a little bit of a towel on each sort of major area. Let's get it on. Finished product, take a look at what you think. No streaking, looks absolutely brand new. I mean, of course, it's only a few days old, but no streaking, no wipes, no sort of visible scratches or anything like that, thankfully. The surface basically looks just like it did beforehand. Now, I guess I'll only know if my technique's working after, you know, a couple of washes or more. But so far, I'm pretty happy. And all in all, that probably took me, you know, sort of 15 minutes per cycle, so 45 minutes tops. My instinct is to sort of drown it in water and hose it down, but you know, with the waterless wash, I suppose you put your faith in the product that it's not going to affect your car, and I think this looks great. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Any thoughts, comments, freak out moments with the way I've washed my car, please let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. Thanks everybody for the support you've given me through this entire process of wrapping my car. I published the video about 3 or 4 days ago. It's already hit like 2,000 or 3,000 views, which is massive to me. And also a really big thank out to Nick Murray, who gave me a shout out on his channel the other day. You can check it out here in the card. He called my car ghetto, but that's okay. He's the Porsche YouTube god. He can say whatever he wants about my car. But he was very kind about my Apple CarPlay video, and that's hit a pretty high number of views as well. Lots of people continue to ask me about that video. If anybody's trying to do that Apple CarPlay hack, let me know. More than happy to help, answer questions, whatever you got. Hit me back. I'll see you in another video too. Take care. Bye.